everybody, welcome to our vlog. Say hi.
Hi. Sweet girl.
Today's a big day. Dallin and I have spent way too much money on George. So we're sending George on a treasure hunt today. We're at one of our favorite hikes in Utah, and I made this treasure map in the car.
I love it.
Okay, so there's 4 airplane toys hidden. His favorite show is Super Wings, so we got 4 of the characters. To help us make it through the hike, I've hidden the airplanes throughout the hike.
You're a genius.
It's a really expensive way to go on hikes, but it really works really well. Like, these are his one true wish. The one thing he's been wishing for the last like 4 weeks. Dallin bought him.
I did. It was in the Amazon cart. I just bought him because I knew it was gonna make George so happy. So we wanted to just surprise George with like the best day ever today. So Ash had this idea. Why don't you just explain what's going on here?
Hey, listen, Grand Old Albert is hiding by a rock. Grand Old Albert's from Super Wings. He's a character. So we gotta go look for the rock and we'll find the Super Wing.
What's that?
This is another airplane. This is Paul and he's hiding by the tree.
Let's go. Now where's that one?
Say, let's go, baby.
First is Grand Albert.
Yeah. All right, we're on a hunt for the first airplane. George already ran away. I don't even know where he went. Georgie, come here, bud. Did we find Grand Old Albert? We need to follow our map that Mom made us on our hike. Here you go, mister. The first one is this airplane one by a rock. We need to go find a rock.
Do you see a rock about this one, or this one?
There's a lot of rocks right over there. Should we go look on one?
Grand Old Albert, I ended up under that rock. No. Grand Old Albert over the rock? No. Is Grand Old over in the rocks? No. Grand Old over and in the rocks? No.
Well, where in the heck is he then? He's right over here.
I don't see Grand Old Albert anywhere.
Follow that map and look by the rocks, okay? Let's go follow the map.
Is it on that rock?
What do you see?
There's Grand Old Albert.
You found him!
Yay.
Can you climb up there and get him?
Yes. It's so hard to climb.
It's kind of hard to climb. Here, push a little bit.
Albert. What? Now, next time we found Grand Old Albert on a rock, we hold that map.
I will. Mom, you're just making his day today.
This is so in his wheelhouse.
I know.
Following a map.
Super Wings, we deliver.
Yeah, you're doing the map too.
James loves Super Wings as well, so she's gonna have just as much fun with these toys today. It's just one of those days where we just really wanted our kids to just smile and have a lot of fun, and sometimes that just means buying them a little toy from Amazon, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Georgie, let's go find the next one.
The next Super Wing airplane is hiding by a tree. Yeah.
Yeah, a tree.
Let's let James find this next one. You're crazy. Yeah.
Okay, Jamesy, it's by a big tree.
Want to find the airplane?
Yeah.
And look by this tree, okay?
No.
Should we call George?
Yeah. Here.
Georgie,
George, James,
come
found an
look.
airplane.
Whoa. I see extra. Another extra.
You found him, bud.
Where did these boxes come from?
I don't know. Good job, bud. You found 2. Hey, guess what? There's 2 more, okay?
Something in the grass.
You saw it. Here we go, bud. Let's go look.
Something in the grass. There's Paul.
Who's that one?
It's Paul.
You found Paul? You found that one fast.
Let's keep looking. I'm so headed to home and things. Whoa.
You need some help?
I got it.
Okay, good job. Okay, let's go, mister. Uh-oh, your shoes are on backwards. Did I do that? Put George's shoes on backwards.
James, what comes next?
Eh.
This one? Should we go find the log?
Yeah.
And I'd
Okay.
just like everyone to know that it's not actually on a log, it's on a post.
Can we go find Bello?
He go anywhere. He's gone.
Okay, James, you get to find the next one. Good work, George.
This is so much fun.
Do you like airplanes?
Yeah.
Are they so fun?
Yeah.
Okay, my George, we gotta go find a big pole, and Bello is gonna be on it. This is the last one.
Do you see the airplane?
James, you find it? You find it?
George, look, James found it.
James found it. Good job, Jamesy. Can you reach it? Reach.
Reach. James, do you like airplanes?
Yeah.
Do you like this airplane? Are you having fun? Are you happy?
Yeah.
Do you like mom?
Yeah.
Do you like dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a puppy say? Yeah.
Aw, sweet girl.
Do you like your airplanes?
Yeah.
Good.
They love airplanes. Okay, you guys, we found all the airplanes, but our day is not over yet.
Okay, so we're on our way home. Dash has a grooming appointment. This is his first ever time getting groomed. We're gonna show you a before, and hopefully the after is just something to talk about. It's very dirty and scraggly, and he just needs a trim, not a shave. I will not be shaving him.
His hair is way too beautiful to shave.
Totally agree, but he is gonna get spruced up, putting on the Ritz.
All right, there they go. Dash off to his first appointment. Goodbye, Dash.
Say goodbye. Oh boy.
He's so big.
His first
He's like the
haircut.
biggest puppy ever.
He was so scared.
No.
They're a really good place. It's called Paw by Paw, and they don't kennel them. They just let them kind of, they're all holding dogs, and there's dogs laying down under the desk. There was another Aussie that looked just like Luna. Luna? It's just you today.
I think she likes that. Finally, we got rid of him.
Okay, hopefully he looks cute when we get back.
All right, it's like 3 hours later, and Ash and Dash just got back from the groomer. Oh my goodness! Look at you!
Dashleys, Sealy, the
Dash.
third of Wales.
So clean and trimmed up, and you have a little bandana. Oh, so soft.
Can you sit? Oh, you're such a
Good
boy.
sit, Dash.
Okay, Dash, stay there.
James will put it to the test too.
He's never done that before, so that was really good.
And that's about
Okay.
the extent of
We
it.
work on this one, but he's never done it. Let's see if he'll do it. Sit, shake, shake.
Nope. He's like, well, do you have treats or what?
We've done this 100 times before every meal that he gets. He still doesn't know it, but that's okay.
Dash did learn how to open our front door by himself. We didn't even try to teach him that, but he just jumps up and like pushes the little thumb latch down and opens it. So we had to unteach him that.
Okay, so for the rest of the night, I am in charge of this church dinner. So our church is throwing a big dinner for people in our neighborhood. And Alan have been in charge of procuring the tablecloth, procuring the bingo card,
Things that you've done by yourself.
procuring the candy.
To be fair, I've been watching the kids while Ashley went to the meeting and then watched the kids while she ordered all these things on Amazon. So in a way, I did it too. Am I right?
What you guys are gonna see next, I and Alan, depending on who's more nervous, will be in charge of this, is leading the dinner in a jolly game of bingo.
Man, I haven't played bingo in like forever.
So-
I think I've only played bingo like twice in my entire life.
So Dow's gonna stay with the kids.
Yup. And you're going over to the church right
Yeah,
now?
I'm gonna run over to the church and you come with the kids. You can show everyone the masterpiece that I have created with the help of 14 other people.
Right.
I bought the tablecloth, okay? Do you wanna be with your dad?
Yeah.
Do you love your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. That's my girl.
Tickle your dad?
Don't you tickle me. Don't you tickle me.
Do you wanna do a hug?
Yeah.
Squeeze!
Squeeze.
Okay, kiss. Kiss.
Oh, good kiss. Yeah. Come here. Mwah. Have fun. Bye. All right, you guys, we made it. Let's go. Open it. Are you strong? Oh, you're so strong.
Paul, you're back.
Yeah, I came to see you.
Hey, Georgie, let's give the Dashley family a little tour of the church, shall we? So this is what the inside looks like. It's just one big hallway all the way around. We have the meetings in here every Sunday, and like throughout the week, we also gather in the cultural hall, which is where the dinner is happening right now. Let's go show you it. Wow, looks pretty good. It looks really good in here, boo.
They did a good job.
I'm
I
giving
did
him a
that
little-
table up there.
The one with the M&Ms.
That's my table. He loves church. That's when all the treats come out.
So out here is just like the foyers. This is the chapel right in here. I probably won't film in there just because it's like really sacred, but it's just a big area with a bunch of pews. Pretty simple in here, just pictures on the walls. Lots of pictures of our Savior from the scriptures. Churches usually have maps of like where current missionaries are serving in Tucson right now, in Melbourne, Australia. All right, say hi to them if you live there. And the hallways are just full of classrooms. George's favorite room is the nursery with all the toys. There, now you can say you've seen inside a Latter-day Saint chapel.
Okay guys, Dallin is calling out bingo right now.
G59. Oh, we got another bingo. Okay, come on up.
Can I try?
Georgie, that's so cute.
B8. Oh, we got bingo.
Okay everyone, we're back home. George, James, Luna.
Of course.
I'm gonna work on putting her to bed. Do you want to go to bed?
Yeah.
She does, her heart does. And Dallin's gonna show you our big project / creative base.
Everything that we've been working on for like the past months.
Why do I even groom him? Look.
Is that a Fruit Loop? There's a Fruit Loop in your hair, Dash.
Why do I even groom you?
Because he's cleaner than he would have been had we not groomed him. The real question is, why do we groom our children? All right, you guys, I'm taking you downstairs. Here it is. Ready? 1, 2. That was my angelic entrance music. I hope you liked it. You guys, this is where the magic happens. This is where Ashley and I record our podcast. We have 2 podcasts now. If you haven't heard of our first one, it's called Big Little Life with the Dashleys. We've been doing that since the beginning of this year, having so much fun doing it. If you don't even know what podcasts are, allow me to explain a little bit. So it all started with the blog. With blogs, you got visuals, you got words. Then came the vlog, where you have videos to go along with your words, talking about your day, vlogging it, video style blog. Now we've got podcasts. Podcast, there's no text or video, it's only audio. This is where Ashley and I come and just sit and talk about life, whatever's going on. We talk about parenting, marriage, our relationships, business, whatever is just on our minds lately. And that is the Big Little Life with the Dashleys podcast. You can find it on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, you have an iPhone, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher. These are all apps where you can download and just listen to podcasts, just people talking into microphones. Most of our audience listens while they drive to work or while they're at work or while they're working out. I love listening to a lot of podcasts myself, Armchair Experts, Joe Rogan, the Tony Robbins podcast, Jocko Willink, some other podcasts like that. We really want you guys to come and join us on the podcast. And if you're not following us on Facebook, go follow us there. There's a ton of people on YouTube that I know aren't on Facebook. So go follow us on Facebook because we post links to every new podcast that we have. And we also put them on our Instagram swipe up stories in Instagram. So you can swipe up and just listen to the podcast really easily there. And this is where it all happens, you guys. I gotta show you the best part. This is like an investment that we just made in our podcast studio. Behold, Ashley's soundboard. We have buttons right here. These have sound effects that go along with our podcast. I stayed up till 1 the other night putting all these together. Let me just show you some of these. Okay, you ready? Oh, yeah. We'll be using that one all the time.
I love inside jokes. Let me be a part of one someday.
When we have guests over, it'll be like the perfect one. But then there's this one.
I do the numbers.
I do.
Good for you.
Most of these are from The Office, if you didn't catch. The classic joke one.
Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
Which is how a lot of our podcast is ran. Starting sentences and hoping that it goes somewhere. Just kidding. We put thought into these. So anyways, you guys, Ashley and I have a lot of fun down here. We have 2 now. Our second one is all about marriage. And it's not just like any old marriage podcast. It is where you guys send in your questions for us to answer. We'll give you our good old-fashioned unqualified advice on your relationship disputes they have going on. Basically, it's called Taking Sides, the marriage podcast. And it's not meant to be divisive, but every couple has, little disagreements, things that are going on in your marriage, and it can be a little tricky to bring it up with family and friends sometimes. We found that your family usually tends to take your side, and they usually have the same paradigm as you do about certain things, so it doesn't always help to even bring up disagreements with your family or your friends. So sometimes it helps to have an unbiased third party talk about your issues, and Ashley and I are just having a blast. We're going to start having guests. We're going to invite actual marriage therapists on every once in a while. The first one, Big Little Life, which is basically like mine and Ashley's life. We talk about whatever we want to talk about. And then Taking Sides, the marriage podcast, is where we dive into marriage topics and answer your guys' questions. It's like Dave Ramsey, but for relationships. It doesn't have to be only marriage. So I really hope you guys join us in the podcast. Go and download. We've been working a lot on this studio. We have 2 more mics right here, and we're going to have chairs here soon for guests to come over and just share all of their wisdom. This has been like my baby for a while, decking out our office. Please come join us in the podcast on your next drive, or when you're just hanging out in the house, or when you're working out, or just at work and you're able to listen to things. Come and join us there. We'd love to have you. And if you have something that you want to send in for us to talk about on the podcast about your relationship, send it to takingsideswiththedashleys@gmail.com. It's kind of a long email, takingsideswiththedashleys@gmail.com, and you will be on one of our next podcasts, and we will give our 2 cents about whatever's going on in your relationship that you want to talk about. Just so you have a visual reference, you guys, this is what our podcast looks on Spotify. When you type in Big Little Life with the Dashleys, it'll pop up. This is what the thumbnail looks like right here. And you just click on it. All of our episodes are right there. Just start at the beginning or whatever one looks interesting to you. But we try to keep them interesting and fun, keep them moving, and really put a lot of thought and effort into these. So I really hope you guys enjoy them. And then the other one is Taking Sides, the marriage podcast. This is what it looks like. Here's the thumbnail. And it's at least a thumbnail for now. We want to get a photo of us probably talking into these mics. This is what it looks like. Go search it on Spotify. It's the same thumbnail and episodes across all the podcast apps out there. Just find your favorite one that's easiest to listen to and then come and join us. Hope to see you there. They've officially had the podcast studio tour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What did you think? I'm so tired.
Ashley's wiped. You guys tell us if you already listened to the podcast in the comments. We want to hear from you. And if you're going to go listen to it, comment. We'll give you a high five because we're excited for you to join us. Gosh, you are so tired. Let's go now go watch a show. See you guys.